Hey, it's Steven Summers here from Marketplace Superheroes, and in this video, I'm going to show you 5 different products that I would consider selling on Amazon, and I might even sell them right now. Who knows? Let's dive in and take a look. And before we do, I want you to subscribe to the channel. We're going to create lots more videos like this one as well. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. It's going to be detailed. It's going to be showing you exactly the types of products we sell at Marketplace Superheroes. And my hope is we can inspire you to take this further and do it yourself. I've never done a video like this before, and the reason for it is pretty simple. I am not really a big fan of giving products to people and say, these are ones you should do, go do them, you're gonna become successful. And the reason for that is that these hot lists, these hot 100 lists and all that kind of stuff, it's really a simple way for people to just not learn how to do things properly, not learn product research, and just go and pick something at random. That said, today, I am going to actually give you 5 examples, not because I want to say, go do these products, go make a ton of money, but more so, I want to show you the type of products we recommend at Marketplace Superheroes, because this is a question we get all the time. All right, so let's jump over to my computer, and I'll show you the first product of 5. So what we have here is the brew hauler, and as you can see, this is not your typical Amazon listing that a lot of people out there will show you. They'll show you things that are very competitive, they'll show you things that a lot of other people are selling, and I'm not going to do that today. You can see the ASIN up here. You can just type that into Amazon and that will actually appear inside your Amazon.com search results. And really this is a little carrier that goes around a glass bottle or whatever it is, as you can see on screen here, to basically haul around beer or drinks or whatever the case may be. Now, a couple of things about this. Number 1, this listing is incredibly poor. That's one of the reasons why I think this is really interesting, because you can massively improve these keywords here at the top of the search results and at the top of the listing here within Amazon by basically just adding in more keywords that people are looking for this type of product. Secondly, the bullet points, they're pretty weak as well, right? There's no real information. There's no dimensions of the product or anything like that. Essentially, all they have is made to safely lift and transport glass carboys. And that's about it, right? So this is a carboy carrier, or a brew hauler is the name of the brand, right? So now I'm going to show you some other stuff, some search results in just a second that I had a look at, right? Why else is this cool? Well, there's no real product description either, except for this thing here. That's about it, and so it's very, very weak. Now, is this selling hundreds a day on Amazon? Absolutely not. But is this something that you could come in, you could sell, and you can profit from? Absolutely. So I put in brew hauler here into Amazon just to see what would happen if I type that in. And it seems like this is a small brand that people are utilizing. You can see they have different types of products that carry these different carboy carriers. So we just type in here carboy carrier, we can see then that there's 101 results for that keyword carboy carrier. And just to go back, actually, you can see that there's only 92 results here for brew hauler. So what that tells you is that there's not that much competition at all. In fact, if something had under 2,000 results, we would still consider it, even more than 2,000 results sometimes, depending on the quality of the listings. But if you look around here, you can see this is like a competitive product that's in this market, and that's really it. Like, there's not a whole lot else other than this simple little strap product here that people are actually selling. So what we could do here is we could go and find a better quality version of this. We could find something that looks a little bit different cosmetically. We could add in bonuses as well, because we know people are carrying these carboy carriers. I have to be so careful saying that. It's so hard to say. But we could add in additional things like their drinking things. So maybe drink accessories, maybe the little whiskey balls, something like that we could add in to improve the offer. That's something we could absolutely do here. So that's an example of a product that we would definitely consider selling, because the competition is really poor. There's not that many search results, and the actual, if you want to call it market leading product, it's not like it's super competitive. Like, I mean, it's a 10,000 odd in industrial and scientific when I'm making this video. That can move up and down, but you know, looking at this is probably going to sell 5-10 units a day, something along those lines. And a lot of people use different software tools to estimate this. The only real way you can know for sure is when you get something like this into stock. One final thing about the first product that we looked at as well actually is I would consider doing a 2-pack of this as well. It was $10.71 or whatever. I would do a twin pack of this at about $14.99. It's a very small product. It's a very light product as well. Therefore, it should be pretty inexpensive to purchase and import as well from a supplier. So a twin pack of that would be something you could do, and you can maybe add in another bonus item as well to really make that stand out in the market. Let's move on to product number 2. Now, before you go any further, you're probably thinking that first one was really weird. It was an odd product. It was not something that anybody has ever talked about to me before, and that's exactly the point of today's video. I'm trying to open your mind and show you the types of products that we find all the time at Marketplace Superheroes that will enable us to sell a small number every day. Because remember, before I get into product 2, we're looking to create what we call the rule of 5. 5 products selling in 5 countries, making 5 sales per day per product per country at an average net profit of $5. Something like the first product that we looked at can help us get there, right? So at a rule of 5, remember, it's nearly $20,000. It's $18,750 per month in net profit, and products like this will help us get there. So let's jump over now and look at the second product in this video. And we are back with the Cowboys again. Very strange, but there you go. The second one we found is this Cowboy Dryer. So let's go and take a look at the listing now. Right, so a few things. Number 1, there is no detail in the listing title whatsoever. Second thing, there are no bullet points, as you can see. Next thing is there are absolutely no description. There is no description, really. Very, very simple. And this is a drying stand for the product that we just looked at, which was the Cowboy Carrier. So again, we could look at this Cowboy Dryer and we can see in Amazon what's actually going on, if anything, with a product like this. So let's take a look at that. Cowboy Dryer, 174 results, not very many. That is Amazon's choice. That's the best product in this niche, really, and there's nothing really else out there that's like it. It's all really poor, which is fantastic. This is open territory for us to walk into and do something with. So it's $9.19. We would do a twin pack of this as well, most likely, because there's probably more than one Cowboy that the person actually has. Therefore, we would put in a twin pack of that at about $14.99, similar to the last product as well. It has reviews. It has a lot of different things that we can see. So, you know, people are buying this product quite clearly. And as you can see here, it's within our range. We look at less than 20,000 in the big categories in Amazon. It's within that range. It's only making a small number of sales per day, but again, it's something we would absolutely consider doing. And I'm not really getting into like the competitive side of things today. Like I'm not looking at search volume and stuff like that. I'm really just looking to give you examples of products that we're looking for today. We'll look at search volume and things like that in another video. But really, it's just to open your mind and show you that you don't have to sell something that other people tell you have to sell. It doesn't have to be something that's super competitive. It can be something that's very, very simple and that, you know, you can make a small number of sales per day on. In my opinion, anybody could come into this market and could really compete with this seller because what they have here, it's not that great. Like, I mean, there's no real effort put into this listing whatsoever. With a better title, better bullet points, better images, and a better description, you absolutely could not only compete, but dominate in this market with a twin pack as well. Now let's get on to the third product in our short video today. And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're kind of thinking, this is very odd. And if you're thinking it's odd, then we're on the right track. So let's look at number 3. We have this Emergency Zone brand honey bucket emergency toilet seat. So kind of funny, but that's what we're looking at today. It is an emergency toilet seat. And again, like anything, it's something that's pretty important. Now, it is kind of funny the way it looks and all that, but hey, these things sell and that's absolutely fantastic. What are the elements that make this an interesting thing? Well, number 1's got a lot of reviews. Number 2, the title's not that great. Next, the bullets aren't that great at all. They can be easily improved. You know, the description's fine. They're using more of a premium description. But at the same time, this isn't something that's really going to guarantee that the product sells. I think you could do an even better job with your main images up here, and you wouldn't even need necessarily all these kind of lifestyle images. They're not that important. So if we actually look at the, basically it's going to be an emergency toilet seat. That's going to be the keyword that we're looking for. If we just pop over to Amazon for a second, let's just take a look at that and see what it looks like. So 368 results. well within range that we look for. As I said, we look for less than 2,000. You can even go a little bit more than 2,000 results, because remember, when we're looking at results as well, these are the emergency toilet seat. These keywords are utilized within the results that make up the results. In other words, they may not all be the same thing. They may not all be toilet seats that are actually listed in the search results. Therefore, the number can actually be a little bit misleading, because if we look down here, we can see these aren't all toilet seats, right? They're related products, but they're not toilet seats. So if you actually look at it though, there's not really very many products, even on the first page, that are kind of competitive, you know, they're very different. So this to me is a very interesting market. It's something that, you know, again, it's odd for sure, but that's good. We want odd products. We don't want the typical one. And that is obviously Amazon's choice. So that's the one that Amazon have chosen as the best in this market. Now, again, looking at it, you know, the price point's pretty good. We could probably do a twin pack of this as well. It's something we could look to do over time. We could do it for $25, something along those lines. And it's not going to be a particularly big product. It's going to be pretty lightweight as well, so it should be pretty inexpensive to ship. The one thing you're going to want to look out for in an item like this, though, is that it doesn't break, because as you can see, it's this kind of plastic and these plastic edges. You would just want to make sure that it's well packed if you were to bring something like this in. Now, if we actually look at the 1-star reviews on a product like this, it can say didn't fit, so that's something you could be looking at as an issue. You know, it didn't fit on a bucket, which is what it's supposed to do. Doesn't lock on, doesn't fit a bucket, right? Look, too small, does not fit. So that's the main issue that everybody has with this product, that basically it's too small. It doesn't actually fit a 5-gallon bucket at all, as it's supposed to do, according to the reviews. I'm not saying that's the case. So again, for you in this market, you would want to make sure, speaking to the supplier then, that it absolutely would fit a 5-gallon bucket, as that's what you're basically promising. It says 3, 5, and 6-gallon pails. So whenever you're getting a sample in of that product, that's something you could be testing to make sure that it does what it says it's supposed to do. So I think you could get into this market very easily, and you could certainly compete. And looking down here again, just at where it is, so let's see, it's 15,000 in tools and home improvement. So it's within our 20,000 KPI. So yeah, you could be making, you know, 5, 10, maybe even 15 sales a day at something like this. Again, getting the exact numbers, it's going to have to get into stock and start selling. You can use a different tool out there. It's going to estimate sales, but it's only ever going to estimate it, you know. And one final thing as well on the emergency toilet seat product, you could add in some liners as well, some bag liners also as a cool extra bonus, because we can see that they're attached to the bin. It's something people actually will utilize whenever they have that product. So that's a nice bonus item you could add in with that as well to make it stand out in the market. Nobody else is doing that right now. We're on to our second last product of our 5 today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Very different to what we've done before. Again, I'm not saying to go out and buy emergency toilet seats and put everything down on them, but what I am saying is there's something you can do more research on and you can consider. We do have more videos like this coming up on the channel, but obviously as well in our Marketplace Superhero system. This is something you can learn to do in very, very big detail, qualifying the items, making sure the competitive landscape is right, so on and so forth. But anyway, let's get into the 4th item now. Let's look on screen. So we have is, let's click through, tools for school, a locker shelf, adjustable width, etc. So basically, this is a product that is a shelf. It's adjustable, it locks on, etc. And it's something that you can stack, right? So as you see, stackable and heavy duty, holds 40 pounds per shelf. So, you know, nice product. Again, it's something that we could be doing additional packs on. So we could do like twin packs, whatever the case may be. So it's an interesting item. It's got, you know, a decent title, not too bad. It's got very decent bullet points. Some people in this market, as you know, they do the whole, you know, all caps bullet points and all that. We don't do stuff like that. We keep it very simple. So this person, I'd actually pretty much agree with how they've done their bullet points. They're pretty decent. Looking down at their descriptions then, they've got a more premium description. You might think this is super important. I don't think it really is as important as other people think it would be. It's doing very well in office products, 3,076, so it's making a significant number of sales every single day. It's a very big category in Amazon. It does come in different colors. If we actually look at the blue one, let's just see how that's doing sales-wise. So it's doing pretty well also, and then we've got this kind of pink color, magenta. Let's scroll down and have a look at that. And that one is doing not as well. So obviously it's going to be the blue and the black are the winners, the black being the real winner. I would probably consider the black one just to start out with. It's the bigger seller. If we look at the market though, so it's going to be an adjustable. So let's take a look at that and see So again, there's other people in this market, but that's the same product right there. So that's just a sponsored ad. This one's a sponsored ad, so that's the same thing. Kind of similar, but same brand, so pretty much the same thing. And not a whole lot else out there really. So yeah, I think this is a very interesting market actually. You could do really well with it. It's definitely got a lot of demand. It's definitely showing people buy it. It's got a good number of reviews as well. So if we click into those, let's take a look at the 1 stars. What's the product? So, you know, not useful. Was thought paying more for a locker shelf would be the thing. Okay, not good for organization. Cheap. Did not receive the order, so that's nothing to do with them really. Not complete. 1 leg missing. Okay. So yeah, it seems to me that the issue is kind of like the quality of the item for those people. Obviously, there's tons of very positive reviews of this product as well, but I can kind of look at this and see, you know, there can be some issues around that join area there at the top. So I would really be looking at that with the supplier when you're getting in your samples to make sure that these things are taken care of with the one that you've actually found. You can add in stuff here as well, like pencil case or something like that, something to do with stationery as a bonus, because you know that people are utilizing it to store different books and stuff along those lines. So these are little bonuses you could be considering adding in as well. It's school related, so anything that helps with organization in schools or something like that will be a very useful bonus. It's a storage product and an organization product as well, so something along those lines could be a nice bonus item to add in here as well. So I think it's very interesting. It's clearly selling well. It's a simple product. It doesn't have that much competition. The amount of, so 365 results, so that's absolutely fine. I think that's an interesting product. And we're on to the last product of today's little jump into Amazon and look at 5 products that are interesting. So let's take a look at it. So we have the fermentation kit for wide mouth jars, 4 airlocks, 8 silicone, grommets, etc., right? So interesting item, you know, nice images in fairness to the seller. They're pretty good. They kind of give you a good feel for what you're getting. I like this image as well. It's very good. Good title, decent bullet points, not so bad at all, you know. So that's kind of a place where you might say, well, is there room for us here? Now, what I would say is this is a very, it's a good selling product, 3893 in kitchen and dining. It's a very big category. So it's making a lot of sales per day. It's something that's interesting, and we would definitely take another step further. Also, something to mention is it's something you can sell in multiple countries, right? There's not going to be any issue there. This is going to be something that people will want to do in multiple countries. It's a very niche item as well, which I really like. So all of these things are going in its favor. So I think the thing to look at would be this as an actual keyword then. Let's just take a look at that and see how we feel about it. So again, 942 results. It's a little more competitive, but when we kind of look down, like this isn't that great. This is similar, but not quite the same. This one is different again, so it's kind of similar but different. So, you know, it's a market whereby we could get in there and we could sell something clearly because no one's got the same process as this thing that we've found. So we would have to go and find something like this and then try and identify other ways to stand out. We might do a bigger pack size, so there's 4 in this pack. We might do a 6-pack. That could be a really good way to go at the same price point, or maybe slightly higher, only a little bit higher. So a 6-pack would be the way to go, I think, to stand out. And also just thinking about what are people doing? Well, they're taking all these vegetables and they're fermenting them or whatever. So if we could add in like a cleaning kit or something like that, maybe that might be an interesting bonus that I don't really see here, which could be very valuable as well. And again, looking at the competitive landscape, there's not a whole lot of the same item out there. So our key would be to make sure then in our keywords that we're using all these words, you know, the airlocks, the silicone grommets, etc. What is it that people are actually looking for? We'll go and we'll look at that in another video. Keywords, choosing the right keywords, stuff like that. Today's not really about that, as I've said a couple of times in this video. It's really just to give you a feel for what are the types of products we would look at with Marketplace Superheroes outside the traditional examples we give of the plastic shoebox and pool rake and stuff like that we have in our program. Hope you enjoyed the video today. As I said, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. It really helps us because we get in front of more people just like you who we can help and serve. And also from a YouTube standpoint, the more comments we get, etc., it's great for them as well, so that we can see it's something you like, YouTube can see it's something that you like, and we can show more of this kind of stuff to you in the future. And also for us, it's great because we can see what questions you have, what other new videos we can make to help you on your Amazon journey even more. I'll see you in the next video. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and feel free to share it on social media as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.